I always tell people, present with a kiss with 3 S's. Keep it short, simple, and succinct. What?
It's not what KISS, it's not what it stands for that
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got 3 S's.
I-
Short,
I
simple, and
saw
succinct.
that.
But it's sort of repetitive also. But that's my definition,
Yeah,
right? So, yeah. And these are things you can use too to help when you give a presentation, maybe an acronym for people to remember. In a little while, I'm going to teach you the PAWS acronym. So the body of the speech, number one, we talked a little bit about it. We want to have stories, examples, and analogies. Show people what you do, don't tell them. And make it engaging. What type of presentations do you think you're going to be giving in your next job?
Sales presentation.
Okay, on what? What do you,
Well, what I have done is generally it's addressing people that report to me in sales. You know, talk about goals, talk about product, talk about the future.
Okay.
What the goal was.
okay, great. So it's going to be a sales presentation. So instead of just, what you want to do is think of real life examples, if there are any, or personal stories that you can use as an analogy. I've sometimes given an analogy about the public speaking about my bike trip across the country. And I say, you know, I've used that as an opening where 10 years ago I biked across the country and my butt still hurts. Yeah. And then I talk about how there's a lot of preparation involved with the bike trip. I couldn't just hop on my bike and start biking across the country. I had to do the proper training, I had to get the proper gear, I had to get the padded spandex biking shorts, right? And then I had a lot of concerns, like, will I make it? Will I get lost and make a wrong turn? Will I what?
Am I crazy?
Am I nuts? That is part of my speech actually. Some people thought I was crazy, you know? So I had a lot of concerns and I was nervous, but once I got on the trip and things, we got on our way, I felt a lot more comfortable. And as we took on challenges, each challenge I took, I became a little bit more comfortable and stronger. And at the end of the trip, there's a big long war story in here, but at the end of the trip, not only did I have a sense of accomplishment, but I was a much stronger cyclist. And public speaking is just like riding across the country. It can be scary at first, but once you do it, you become a little bit more comfortable. And once you take on challenges, you become stronger, you become a better public speaker. So that's an analogy, so the audience gets to know, but it's engaging. So we think we have to keep it business, business, business. That might have been a little bit too long, but you can actually make it shorter. And maybe bring in if you have kids, or if you have family situations, or friends, or dating, give it as an analogy, especially in your opening, and you'll engage your audience more. They'll love you for it, rather than a dry business presentation. Again, things that other people are not doing, but you can do. Know your audience, know how far you